Turning 40, is radio presenting the only thing I'm going to be known for? So I had a radio voice. Hi, this is Rozz on Power 98. I hate the sound of my voice. It's because it's not my voice. I was copying someone else.
Hi, welcome to Speak Up and Stand Out, the show where confidence meets communication and stories inspire success. And today's theme is confidence through travel storytelling.
And Navin, let me tell you, when we talk about traveling, it's not just about destinations. It's about communication and connections.
And our guest today, of course, is the charming and very beautiful Rosalyn Lee.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, she's traveled to over 73 countries, built an authentic storytelling style, and become a recognizable voice across radio, TV, and digital spaces. And I used to listen to you on radio, so hey.
Oh my God, I'm getting this right now,
I shared this with you too, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Fangirl moment.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Navin the Iceman, and of course, I have my lovely co-host with me. Susila is here as well. She's the founder of Dare to Speak Academy, and of course, you guys want to learn how to speak? You know who to look for.
Yep. Just come to us, Dare to Speak Academy. Now let's carry on with the show.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, straight into it, right?
Yeah, straight. Just dive straight in.
So, Ross, if you had to pick one travel moment that defines confidence for you, right? What's the first image that comes to mind?
I think the ability to just walk by myself as a solo female traveler in a country that's deemed dangerous, but then having this curiosity to kind of go forward and discover it beyond the news headlines. And for me, that country was Iran. It was the country that I planned, where I planned everything myself. I didn't have a guide. I booked air tickets and hotels and everything online. And when I arrived in Tehran, of course, with my head covered and, dressed modestly, I walked through the streets of Tehran and I felt safe.
Wow,
and
nice.
that started my obsession with, discovering every single Middle Eastern country.
Oh, that's nice. What made that moment stand out?
I think it's because we have a lot of preconceived notions about some countries, right?
That's right.
Through like wars that we, get to know about in the news and whatnot. And, that region is very full of strife. Well, that's what I had an impression of anyway. Okay. So when I went to Iran, it was peaceful, it was beautiful. The streets were... if I close my eyes and imagine it could be any other European streets. So I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to the next topic. Okay. Did someone else discover your voice change before you did?
Wow. This one is really a tough one. I don't know if I had a voice. I will share something really funny with you. Only some of my closest friends know this. When I was a kid...
And now you guys do.
Now you guys... Not everyone... Like 46 years old, don't need to keep secrets anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like when I was a child... my mom, being brought up by my mom, who is a Chinese-speaking person, she went through Chinese education in school as well. She felt embarrassed to speak Chinese, and she thought it was low class. So when she gave birth to us, she made sure that we spoke proper English, and not just that, American accented English.
Wow.
I know. Like we stayed in the HUDC with a lot of kids from overseas who go to private school. Okay. So when we attend each other's birthday parties, they would speak in an American accent. A lot of them from international schools. So she was like, practice your American accent. I'm like, never been to America, don't know where that is. So I just like copied. So my accent changed according to which accent I learned that word in. Being in Singapore school, you learn the English pronunciation from the UK, and then MTV and all that, pop mainstream media, you learn the American accent, and then it's Singlish. So I don't know where my voice came from. Like it's just Japalang like rojak.
But basically, you mean it's your own. You kind of found your own.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize this is uniquely me.
Yeah. All right. Okay, but this story is amazing. How would you summarize it in one sentence if you were to tell it to someone?
Why you do this to me?
That's right.
Everything was one sentence. Life is so much bigger and more varied than that.
I was going to follow up on that.
Yeah.
What you just shared,
Yeah.
So if I may.
Yeah, sure.
You said you went to the local schools, right? Yeah. So when you spoke with this American accent,
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
So you were doing a lot of code switching.
A lot of code switching. Like I wouldn't go to the hawker center and like hi auntie, could I get a char kway teow? I wouldn't.
Of course not. Yeah, very contextual. So but then you knew also when to use that American accent.
Because my mom, I think she gave us clues, like, when we were young. Okay, before we go to Luke's birthday party, can you like practice your American accent?
so funny.
Very weird. I never thought it was weird. I thought it was normal.
Yeah.
It became weird when I got
but
awareness.
she cared enough for you to, maybe she thought that was the way to go, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I think that's what is important. You can adapt your voice according to the context or situation. And I thought that's a great story. Thanks,
Thank
Rozz.
you.
Thanks.
All right. So, you know what? I don't want to rush through this, but, hey, I think, you can take us back to a time where you struggled with your voice. Okay, maybe on stage, in front of a camera, you can tell us what happened.
Okay, actually I thought about it on the way here. It was this one moment when I first joined Safra Radio, Power 98. And I was given a lunchtime show, but I had to pre-record it.
Oh.
And I had no reference point other than people who are already on radio or people who are like professional MCs. So I had a radio voice.
Okay.
Hi, this is Rozz on Power 98. And I kept redoing that 1 minute talk set. I did it over and over again for like half an hour. And I had to record a 1 hour show. I was just so frustrated. It's like, how come I can't get it right? I hate the sound of my voice. And then I realized much later on hindsight, like it's because it's not my voice. I was copying someone else.
Wow. Okay. You know what? With that said, I actually have to say something. A lot of people on radio actually sound the same in real life.
Yeah, they do because
I think it's become with them.
Yeah, art imitates life after a while.
And big shout out to my mate JR Jeremy Ratnam.
Oh, okay.
Who was my radio partner?
Exactly. Right. So I work with him, and he sounds the same.
Yeah.
On and off. Radio and so many of them do, right? You mentioned that you told yourself that it's not your voice, right? What was going through your mind? Like, what were you trying to tell yourself?
You mean at that moment when I realized
when
it's not
you
my
realized
voice?
not your voice?
I think the struggle pushed me to figure out why. Like, why am I struggling so much? To be like, what level of perfection am I aiming for? Why am I redoing this over and over again? So after that first very tedious recording session for my first radio show, I started just relaxing a lot more and then just pretending like I'm talking to a person, even though I'm in the studio alone.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that helped a lot.
All right.
That must have come, not something that came naturally. You worked at it, right?
Oh, it's not natural at all because I thankfully I had a very good mentor. Her name is Shireen Wong. She is a radio personality as well.
Yes, I know Shireen Wong. She's lovely. Yes.
I think she quit for a long time, but now she's part-time on Class 95. But she was such a great boss and mentor. She said, if it helps, just draw a face and paste it on the wall and you talk to that face. I mean, the face looks like a stick figure lah.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, this is also weird for me, but at least I don't sound like anyone else other than myself after.
Okay. Do you ever feel like walking away?
The job is great. You talk like, I don't know, you talk about celebrity gossip and entertainment and, about your music, and you play music, you interview artists. Like, no, never thought of walking away.
Okay, so what shifted you in that moment?
Sticking with that moment. Of what moment? Like
staying on, you said the job is great. This is for you,
Yes, I think it was a very easy job. I never called it work. I had great partners, great colleagues. The music was good. I think and that's why I kept at it for 14 years. Moving through different stations in different corporations, right? I think when I realized that, hey, I'm turning 40, is radio presenting the only thing I'm going to be known for or can do?
Okay.
So then I started asking questions like, what can I transfer from my radio skill set onto other things?
Oh, yeah.
So you pick it down and I went like, oh, okay, I love communicating, I love music, I love talking to people.
Oh, yeah.
I can do that outside of radio.
Yeah.
I can do social media, I can create videos, I can interview people on other platforms. So yeah. It was a slow shift. I mean, I was there for 14 years, so.
Yeah.
All right. But was the fear always there? Like, whenever you go on radio?
Yeah, that's a very good question because I find a lot of people, they tell me, oh, you are afraid, maybe initial days and all that.
Yes.
But after that, when you go out there and you stand in front of the people, there's no fear.
Yeah. Actually, something very strange. Like, okay, so I compare two scenarios. When I go on air and when I go on stage. Okay? I'm still afraid till today before I go on stage because it's all about validation, right? From the crowd. You see them.
Yes.
But on radio, you might reach out to a lot more people because you don't see them. I don't need your validation on whether I'm good or not. So radio, while it was very difficult for me, my first radio show, I remember, I had to go live. I had a chaperone in front of me and it was a 1 minute talk break. But my talk break was so short. It was like, hi, this is Rozz on Power 98. The next song is, stay tuned. And I hit next. And then it was 15 seconds.
Wow.
And my chaperone was like, what a short talk break. I was like, oh God, I wanted to die in my chair. But it got easier after that.
Okay. Sounds so normal when I hear people do it. I mean, So this fear thing, you have it and you feel that, it's something you've overcome, right? I mean, in the sense, the validation helps.
The validation helps, but also, sometimes when you're talking to a crowd of people who don't know you, you don't want to assume that you're famous or people know you all the time.
Yes.
So it's always a fresh start. Every time you step on stage, it's always a new group of people. And as human beings, we all want to be liked and accepted.
Of course. Of course.
And as an MC, you have to do that in a few seconds.
Yep.
The minute you step on stage, we need to connect.
Oh, yes.
It's tough. Yeah.
Okay, so Ross, how's the first 50 seconds on stage?
50 seconds.
Yeah,
very
first.
precise.
Very long,
Okay,
right?
this first minute on stage.
The first minute on stage, what does it feel like for me?
What does it feel like? What will
are
you
the
do
things,
to capture the audience's attention?
Okay. So before I go on stage, I do a lot of prep, right? Memorizing the script, or at least the welcome, is very important because when you're a host, when someone comes to your house, you're not going to be looking at a script and go like, hey, welcome to my house.
Kind of like what I'm doing right now, right?
No, this is different. You're looking through a list of questions. You're still talking to me. Like when you don't have to ask questions, it's different.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go on stage, imagine you have to do this. Hi, good morning, everybody. You lose.
Gone.
Gone already.
Yeah.
And another thing I try to do is to calm my nerves, which are still there, but I want to make it less frazzled, is I'll try to speak to one or two people before I go on stage, get to know them and go like, hey, later I'm going to be pointing out to you and you're going to make me feel better about myself, right? So I'll be looking at those people when I'm on stage, when I say welcome. So that first minute is all about control for me. Control for my own nerves. And also controlling the room.
Focus, control,
Then I
being
can relax.
in the zone, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Good tips.
But I'd like to add in as well because you host shows. You've been an MC on stage, and like you mentioned, the first few minutes how they are like, and you always look out in the audience for those group of people that you can use to make your event a lot better.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Right. And I do that as well multiple times, right? Every time I go on stage, I try to make a big impact and I look at, okay, let's see, who can I target today, right? See the people with the least reaction or the most reaction, Right?
And you know what? As an audience now, whenever I am sitting in the audience, whether it's at a dinner or an event and an MC comes on stage, I will be that audience that looks at the MC and go like, hey, and clap the loudest. Because I know what they're going through.
Yeah, exactly.
So do that, please, guys.
Yes, please do.
Please support the people on stage because
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy being on stage.
Okay, so let's talk about confidence in storytelling. You've been doing that quite a bit, right?
Yep.
And how do you get your craft for your stories? Okay, did you have natural flair for it?
No, it's a lot of practice. It's a lot of watching other people's videos.
I see. Okay.
Because there's so many different communication styles.
That's right.
And different formats in which you tell your stories on. So with social media, people attention's all over the place. You don't even have someone's undivided attention.
Yes.
So you need to grab the first 3 seconds.
Exactly.
Very different from radio. Radio in the background, never mind. They will still keep it on.
They will do it. Yeah.
But on social media, they will swipe away.
Yeah.
So I would look at content creators of all kinds, from all fields, and I'll see how they communicate effectively. And I find that for travel videos, because there's so many right now, I would want to usually hook with like the most important or like the most amazing thing in that whole video. Yeah, so that's how I start the video. Like, oh my God, have you seen this in this weird cave? And then introduce yourself. And then they'll stay on.
Yep, exactly. And I think I'd like to add on the fact that you have adapted so much from the earlier trends of radio to now being on social media and trying to capture the audience attention, right? Remember radio in the earlier days where people used to listen to radio, like listen to radio.
I used to stand by with my tape recorder trying to record the songs.
Yeah, and now radio is just in the background, and sometimes the information does not actually go through. Okay, and now social media is king, right?
Yes.
Right, and you have managed to actually capture that moment. So well done, Rozz.
Thank you.
Well done in adapting. And ladies and gentlemen, adapting is very, very important. Adapt with the times, right?
I just want to use this storytelling bit because I know some people use that, in terms of making presentations when they're speaking to an audience, not just content creators, anybody.
Yes.
And I find that that's actually my weapon. I like to tell stories every time. Any kind of training I do, whether it's for kids, it's for adults, it's for corporates and all that, I always, every important point, there's a story.
100%.
And all these stories are not made up.
Yep.
They've all happened somewhere. So sometimes it's good to look for these stories and keep them, write them in a black book or some other colored book and keep them, because you won't know when you can use them or put some good use to these stories. Okay, but connect, not just tell stories for the sake of telling stories.
I feel like there's no scientific formula to this, right? All you need to do is just kind of look back on the times that you gather with your friends.
Yep.
Yes.
There will be that person with a long-winded storytelling,
exactly.
with absolutely no ending worth listening to. And then there's someone who just grabs your attention immediately and then gets straight to the point with a mic drop.
Yes.
And these people are not professionals. They're just your friends in the gathering, right? Then I will just observe these people and decide what kind of storyteller I want to be as well. Real world situations.
So nice.
All right, Rozz, it's time for a challenge. Okay, not so much a challenge.
No, it's
okay,
not. It's
okay,
not.
you're uncovering a skill set. Okay,
Okay, so it's quite simple, Rozz. What we're going to do is we're going to do what we call scene, stake, smile. For scene, essentially you create a scene. It could be a micro moment. Okay, so you think about it. And then you make it vivid, use some sensory vocab, and maybe add a character or two to give it a little bit of action. The second step is what we call a stake. What's the risk here? What's the consequence? Yeah. And the third one, we call it smile. Smile here is more like, how did you sort of recover from it? Maybe you use something that you had done before and that you could reuse some of that skills. So these are the 3 steps. So maybe the first thing you could do is think of a scene and then we just work together. Don't worry.
Okay.
No fuss. Yeah, we just work together.
So we're not acting here, right?
No,
okay.
You want to act?
No. Please no. How about we're in an event, like a networking event.
Sure.
And it's a whole bunch of really important people trying to get to know each other and trying to get each other's context.
Okay.
And that's the scene.
So that's the scene. So you want to describe the scene now?
It is very busy. Everyone has drinks in hand.
Yes.
They would be exchanging name cards. They are all looking really important. And I'm feeling really nervous.
Why are you nervous? Your steak is coming up.
Yes, I'm feeling really nervous because it seems like I've met some of these people before, but I do not remember them.
Okay.
well, that happens quite a bit.
Yes.
Right?
Know the face,
Familiar?
don't know the name.
Yeah. It's like, and they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Hi, Rozz, how has it been?" What do you do? What do you do in that situation?
Okay. What do you do?
Do you lie about it? continue going on playing, because it's going to be a short interaction. You
Okay.
can just move away and nothing, you can forget about that
Of course you
interaction.
didn't
ever
do that, right?
No, I used to do that and then it backfired.
Okay.
So nowadays I would have a script ready and I would be like, I'll put myself down, which is really bad.
No.
I'll be like, getting older, memory fails me.
yeah.
Please introduce yourself again. Yeah. So
And
I'll
I
just
think
be
there's nothing wrong with that, right?
yeah, I feel that's fine. But a lot of people find a lot of difficulty doing that. Yeah, I feel so. It's like, maybe I could also go like, I don't see you on a daily basis.
Yeah.
A lot of names to remember. I would love to get to know your name again and have a proper conversation with you.
yeah.
Just seem earnest, authentic,
Yeah.
and genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know what they do, right? Some
Yeah.
people, they will just introduce somebody that's standing next to them and say, hey, this is my friend,
Yeah.
Navi.
It never works. You expect them to introduce each other?
Navi. And then Navi like, okay, hello.
I tried to use that trick and my goodness, the times it didn't work, it makes it even more awkward.
But you smiled and
Yes.
said, okay, it's all right. We've done it. Okay.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit. It happens to me as well,
Yeah.
so many times.
I feel like the best way is just through.
Yeah.
Just go like, hey, we don't meet often. I would love to know your name again. Excuse me. And, just get the names again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes people
I can't do that.
You see,
I can't do that.
It's scary, right?
can't.
But it's okay.
I can't. I don't think I've ever told someone that I do not recognize.
Yeah.
Hi, can you reintroduce yourself?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how you been? All right. Wow, it's been such a long time. It's like, So yeah, I mean, I think different people have different ways of dealing with it.
Yes,
I do
yes,
it that
yes.
way.
Yeah, we all need the context. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Once you know the context where
Yeah.
you will
I just need a
definitely
spark
know, yeah.
in that
Yeah.
conversation.
Look,
Yeah.
I feel like if it's in a club, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you know that
Yeah, it's okay.
connection is like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like you can pass. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's like a networking, then your
Yes, and then your
career could hinge on it. And I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Now I know the next time you say, hey, Rozz.
No,
what's up?"
Of course, I won't say that
No,
to
he
you.
won't say Rozz, he will say, hey!
Hey, how you
How did you
been?
spend a long time? Now I know.
Yeah,
Now I know the code.
Yeah. So if you were to coach someone and teach them how to hold attention in 15 seconds, what's the first thing you'd have them do?
The thing is, I'm not a teacher and I have not coached. But what works for me when I communicate with people, and I'm assuming this is a person-to-person kind of
Yes,
attention holding,
yes,
not
yes.
so much on stage,
No,
right?
not on stage.
I think it always helps to have eye contact
Yeah.
and always ask a question because people love talking about themselves.
Make them feel good, right?
Make them feel good. Like, I love your dress. You look amazing today. Where did you get that from?
Yes.
15 seconds, no problem. People will start talking.
Yeah,
It'll be
totally.
something basic. Yeah.
Basic, I like that word. It's just basic.
Basic, simple. What's the first mistake, people make in those first seconds?
They talk too much.
Maybe too much of themselves. We've all met that person, right? Who just loves to rattle on about who they are, what they've done, and
yes.
who they know.
Yeah, yes.
That's a huge turn off, I feel.
Yes. For everybody, yeah.
Or when you say hi to someone and you're just looking for the next person to talk to.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah. You don't have to have deep conversations, in a social setting.
Yes.
But you can have genuine conversations,
Yes,
and then it
yes.
doesn't have to
Yes.
be like,
Awkward, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be long as well.
Yeah.
It could be quick ones.
Genuine, short,
but
move on.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's do something interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Let's demo a weak intro and
okay.
a strong intro.
On what?
on
maybe
whatever.
something-
It can be
I don't know weak.
Oh wow. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So
that's
just
good.
give us the strong.
Yeah, what's a strong
I don't
intro?
know. Like intro for what? What's the scene? Like a TV show?
You want
or-
to set a scene?
Yeah,
It can be a TV show, can be up on stage in front of a
Maybe
crowd.
you're introducing somebody.
Yeah.
It's an
Maybe you're
event.
introducing someone.
It's an
yeah.
event, let's say.
Okay, I don't know if this is strong, but how I would do it is to kind of build suspense towards announcing this person's name. So I would always ask what this person does.
Yes.
Okay, so this person's done something great. I will talk about what they've done great. And this person is none other than, and then the name. Because usually sometimes when you get a script of introducing like CEOs or whatever, right, you get all their job
they will
titles.
give you all the,
But they'll ask you to announce their name first.
Yes.
And then their job titles. Like, no. I want to keep the name a secret. Talk about what they do first. Amazing things. And now please give me, join me in welcoming Mr. whatever on stage. Yeah.
Okay.
So the last thing they remember is this person's name.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that, good.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a strong intro.
Yeah.
You feel for this
Yeah.
person. You have all these feelings. Wow, this person's done great things. You will not remember any of those things.
Okay.
But then you remember this name, and then you remember this name is attached to great things. And then if you want to pursue a conversation with him after the event, you can.
Okay. So that's a strong intro. Yeah. So a weak one, anything that goes wrong with that can be considered
Yeah,
a
there's
weak
so
intro.
many options of a weak intro. Like
Yeah.
so many things that
Looking at what Rozz was sharing earlier on, actually holding the
holding
script in
holding
front
the script
Yeah.
in front.
and just reading.
Even
And I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, you don't have to read good morning of the script, right?
That's right. I mean, your greetings and all that, you could do it naturally.
Yeah.
But sometimes people do that, they hold, or maybe because they're at a podium and, they feel that, they're not supposed to speak so spontaneously. And I feel that, no, I think you're not giving a speech.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless you're giving a speech and you can't remember some parts of it, then you sort of refer to the script. Otherwise, be natural, be spontaneous. So what if you made a mistake in,
Doesn't matter.
something? It's just move on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think also sometimes you got to think before you speak, right? And a lot of times sometimes they don't, especially people have never used a microphone that often,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Or introduce something to public. And just don't go and say, please rise for the birthday cake. Right? Just
Oh, I'm so loud.
I mean, I would rise for cake any day.
We would rise and
If
we
you
would
said that, I
laugh.
would go like, yeah.
please rise for the birthday cake. It's like, oh
Naveen
my
for
God.
president.
Right. Okay. Anyways, interestingly, Rozz has brought us a clip, right?
Okay.
Okay, and it's from her recent travel, right? And we'll let you see the clip first, everyone. Here's the clip.
Have you dived through a shipwreck located in a swimming pool?
All right, so we have some questions. Okay, and Susila is going to ask those questions.
Rozz, for this clip, what worked well?
For me, the hook.
Okay.
I was actually shooting a travel video, recommending some of the beaten path activities to do in Taiwan. Taiwan is not exactly a foreign destination to a lot of people in Singapore.
yes.
And I think a lot of Singaporeans have done everything that might, that's fun in Taiwan. So I feel like I need to get a hook. And I was in this indoor dive pool. And it's not enough to just show like, hey, I'm here at a dive pool. I got to get straight to why this dive pool is cool. And that's because they have like a scene in there that looks like a pirate ship that's sunken.
Yes.
So I started my clip with that. Have you been inside a pirate ship? And from there, I'll introduce the rest of the video because you kind of get the tone of where I'm getting at. Okay. Like it's going to be something cool, something off the beaten path, something adventurous. Okay. So yeah, that sets the tone. I just need the first 3 to 5 seconds, to register as a view. So that's the decision I made.
Okay, that's great. But what if that hook didn't work?
Well, then I'm looking at the wrong audience. Like some people just don't like travel or don't like pirates' caves and don't like sunken ships, and that's fine.
That's fine, isn't it? So it's nothing personal.
No.
Yeah,
not
great,
personal at all.
great.
And I feel with communicating and sharing stuff, sometimes you can do the best you can.
Yes.
And if people want to accept that, that's great, but you're not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah. So maybe this question may be a little bit off. So when you put the content out there and right, are you one of those like you read the comments? And
I do.
You do?
Yes.
And how do you respond to that?
I have not had any really bad comments actually.
Oh, so nice, right?
But when I started my career, there were a lot of bad ones. I think it's because of how I just shoot my mouth off. I think being on radio and TV for so many years and having been punished for those shoot the mouth moments, like I've learned how to skin the cat in a different way, for lack of a...
Oh,
Please,
wow.
animal people, don't come at me. Many ways to do one thing, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not very polarizing these days. I would consider like, you know, what would be sensitive to some people, but yet still keeping my authentic voice. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So if let's say, going back to that clip, let's say you had a chance to retake, how would you tweak it and why?
Just pertaining to that clip, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. I thought very hard about the intro, and I thought I landed on that. So
I thought it was
I thought
it
it was
was great.
good. Yeah.
Great hook. Yeah,
Yeah, well done. It's a-
it was a great hook.
Yeah.
And considering that it's a paid post as well, so I had a client
that's
in on it. That gave me a greater challenge because when you see my name collaborating with a brand name,
That's nice.
when anyone sees my video, when they see that happen, they know it's going to be an ad. So it's even more challenging to keep them to stay on. So
Okay. Yeah. So not much change.
not
there.
much change because the content is 1 minute long.
Yeah. And I think usually it's because people are upset over, you know, like you said, okay, it's all right. Maybe it's the wrong audience. You know, it fall flat.
Well, they're just not interested in the activity. That's fine.
And people may respond to it by saying, maybe next time I will do this. But for you, it's not.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so let's go on to something very, very fun. Let's do rapid fire.
Oh my god! So okay, when you talk about rapid fire, you're talking about like one word answers or just quick
No, it
answers?
doesn't have to be one word
can't
answer.
take
It's
two,
just the moment I ask you the question,
I need to reply.
you need to
Okay.
reply immediately without, you know, any
Okay.
hesitation, right? Okay. Most photogenic country.
Japan.
Wow.
I know,
I
it's-
so agree.
Right, it's so cliche.
Later we ask questions.
It's so cliche, right? But it's true.
Yeah.
But I love Japan too.
Right, everywhere you turn, even the rubbish bin looks good.
Everything.
Okay. Never heard
Totally.
anyone say that before, but yeah. Hey. Okay. One word to describe your travel style.
Intrepid.
All right.
Intricate.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Go-to phrase in any language.
It would always be thank you.
Oh.
So yeah, you know, it's spasiba in Russian or shukran in Arabic. You know, these things are the first things I learned.
Beautiful.
Okay. Dream collab destination.
Wow, if the people from the South Pole, I don't know, whoever flies people to the South Pole, please. It's too expensive for me. I would love to go. $50,000 US.
Wow.
I know, crazy. For like a 1 week trip.
What's always in your travel bag besides your phone?
It's actually, I have it in this bag. Can I show you?
Yeah, sure.
My bag's just here. It's my Paw Paw lip balm. It is something I do not travel with because it's a wound. It heals wounds.
I
It
see,
heals
okay.
my lips.
Lips, yeah.
I need to have this. There's one time I forgot to bring it, and it sent me into a frenzy. I went into several airports and like shops looking for lip balm, and I couldn't find it. And that was horrible.
As the founder of Dare to Speak Academy, I've seen how powerful it is when young people find their voice. That's why I've created these programs to transform their public speaking and confidence in just 8 weeks. For ages 8 to 10, our conversation champions. For ages 11 to 15, the Speak Up Squad. And for ages 16 to 20, the Step Up Launchpad. All our courses come with a money-back guarantee if your child does not achieve the intended outcomes. Click the link below to find out more about these programs.
We've done the rapid fire.
Okay.
And you said you're going to ask questions now. You said we ask questions
you
later.
know why?
Yeah.
Because just now about Japan.
Okay.
Any specific part of Japan or any, just now I know you said it doesn't matter, even dustbin also looks so attractive.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what it is about Japan, you know, whether it's their way of life or culture. I've been away from the tourist cities of like Osaka or Tokyo and Kyoto and to smaller little towns in like the Kyushu part, and I still find it so quaint. It's so cinematic.
Wow.
Right? And we don't really watch that many Japanese films.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Not many.
Yeah, not the films.
mean-
No.
Music, yes, but not the films. Yeah.
I mean, I watch quite a bit. So
Is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think we're more like into Hollywood and maybe even Korea.
yeah. Yes.
So these scenes are not familiar to us, but yet, like, you know, when we see it, we picture this scene and we're like, oh my God, that's so photogenic. It just comes so naturally. And I wish I said something more exotic. But no, Japan is every
Yeah.
turn just so stunning.
Yeah. But do you speak Japanese?
No, not at all.
So how do you earn the trust? Let's say, you meet someone and, when I say earn the trust means someone, you just met, not your personal holidays, yeah? This, let's say you're going to create some
Yeah.
content. And how do you sort of create trust such that this person sort of opens up and
Yeah.
starts talking to you?
I feel trust is something that cannot be earned immediately, but I think people can feel your intentions immediately. So I think getting your intentions across, you got to make your requirements clear. Like, what do you want from this person? And then let them decide if they want to be a part of your video. And no is a perfectly good answer. If they say no, you move on, you don't ask anymore. So I find myself in this situation every time when I want to take a photo of someone because you're stealing a moment from them.
That's right.
So you go up to them, especially in the more conservative countries where women are covered up. I want to take a lot of photos of those women, but it's really up to them or the head of their household if they're allowed to take a photo. And no is a perfectly fine answer.
Rozz, you had a chance to meet one of Hollywood's biggest celebrities, right?
Yes.
And we have a video clip of that right here. So this is for you guys to watch. Watch it.
Hey, look at this. Very inspired, very cool. I love it.
So, do I look the part?
You look the part. You got it. You got the part.
What do you have to do to get an interview with someone like Tom Cruise?
Yeah, wow.
It wasn't me, it was Channel 5. And they sent me there to be their soundbite gatherer. So I have to gather soundbites
Soundbite.
for the channel so that they can cut it into a trailer. But it was a challenge because I was hosting for Channel 5 and we were the least of the media priorities. So I had to grab his attention.
And you did it so well.
Yeah, and-
Whoa.
I spent 2 hours on that makeup.
Really? But really good. That was so fun, you with Tom Cruise and all that. I was just thinking,
Yep.
we're also almost coming to the end. If you had to swap, places with somebody else, which influencer would you choose? For a day only, yeah? You're
for a
swapping
day,
only
yes.
for a day, yeah.
So there's this guy who owns this whale watching company in San Diego called Gone Whale Watching. I think he is Dolphin Drone Dom. That's his name.
We'll check him out.
Yeah, I'll send you the links.
Okay.
I would love to be him for a day. I actually booked a whale watching tour with his company when I was in San Diego. But
nice.
if you go to his Instagram account, you'll see he goes on several trips a day and he sees all kinds of whales. He got some of the greatest shots on them as well.
So nice.
I was like, wow, I'd love to be him just for a day.
Oh,
you know?
lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, you've told us the why as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, anyways, no challenges here.
Okay.
No challenge.
Right? But I'd like you to give us the best dramatic MRT station announcement you can ever do.
Can or not?
Hey, when I took MRT, there were only 4 lines from the 1980s.
Really?
Yeah. I remember I was a child. My parents were like, okay, let's go and ride from one end to the other end because they just launched it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is the script these days?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't know,
probably a station name or something.
Oh.
Usually, I know that I do watch some of these clips, that people post, and it's always about some destination mispronounced and some drama about it kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know what announcements they make.
Okay, I'll try.
Just try for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next stop, Changi Airport. Please. I don't even know what to say.
But do you notice
step
it
behind.
sounds like the lady on the MRT announcement? Oh my god, yeah. Wow.
Okay, wait, I know. Next stop, Changi Airport. Passengers alighting, please. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Wait for the door to open.
I thought you're making the sound for the.
This will be the last stop. I don't even know what they say.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
And I know you would turn up to do a good job if that was your job.
Oh my gosh, no.
Because you're so adaptable and you don't want to do it.
I hate voiceovers. They keep telling me I'm pronouncing it in a different accent or a different.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. And you know what? Voiceovers, sometimes when you go in for a voiceover job, you end up saying the same line
Oh my God, so many
more than
times.
200 times.
Yeah, and after a while, you forget what you sound like.
And the clients don't even know what they want. Sometimes there are like 10 people in a room. They'll be like, Rozz, can you not sound so much like your radio voice? I'm like, huh?
What is that?
What does that mean? Can you show me?
Yeah, I think it's a perception that people have that you have a radio voice. Yeah. Anyways, it's time.
It's time.
It's time
For
Dare.
Oh, your dare.
Your dare.
Okay, so for your dare, what you're going to do is what we call scene, take, smile. Capture 30-second story about a micro moment. It could be a commute. It could be you're standing in line to get your char kway teow. It doesn't matter. Whatever that micro moment is, all right? And put that out. Maybe you want to post it and have one takeaway. Maybe your takeaway could be the steak was ... or it could be the smile was ... Good luck, okay? We'll catch you with your dare.
Hey, Ross.
Hey, Nav.
If someone's listening right now and is doubting their voice, what's the one line that you give them?
Video yourself.
Yes. For feedback, right?
Video yourself for feedback.
Yeah.
Anytime you need to, I don't know, figure out who you are, how you look like when you speak. Video yourself and then watch it. You'll be your harshest critic and most effective critic.
But we're also very unkind to ourselves, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes when we watch all these moving all directions and I'm like, I don't sound, I don't feel that way, but when I watch the video, yes, I am. So now I'm making a conscious effort to speak, control and speak properly. Okay.
Okay. But you know what?
Does it matter?
If you've not noticed this, right?
Yeah.
Ross is not the first person to say this.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
Video
about
yourself.
feedback,
really?
about recording.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so that's,
Seems
you've heard that a
Yes.
couple of times on the show already. That means, it's valid advice, right?
Yes.
Please video yourself when you want to speak.
Yeah.
If you don't have the confidence to speak in front of public, okay, you have a speech coming up. Maybe you're the best man or the bridesmaid to your best friend's wedding, and you really, really are nervous before you go on stage. Maybe a couple of days before, video yourself. Yeah.
And
yeah,
watch
we can-
it, not just record and not watch.
Yeah, we can
have to record
follow
and
other
watch.
advice. Draw a face and paste it in front on the mirror as well. Or
We have
something.
we have so many advice as well. I get to know, like sort of like collaborate with a bunch of people off stage and tell them, hey, you need eye contact, you need some support to make yourself feel more confident on stage, and they could be your cheerleaders,
Yes,
and stuff like that. That always works for me also.
That's fantastic advice. And then, of course, thank you for sharing this with all the
Yes.
audiences, all right?
Yay.
Amazing.
Thank you. So
Here's what-
Navin, before we end, I know
Yes.
we had such a lovely time.
Yep.
I just want to say, people out there, join us at Dare to Speak Academy, because today we talked a lot about travel, and we're talking about essentially the storytelling and the confidence that comes with, the way you carry yourself, the way you tell your story, the messaging and all that. So at Dare to Speak Academy, we provide you with the space, safe space, not just for you to find your voice, but to build on your confident voice.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, my lovely guest here today, or should I say our lovely guest here today,
Yes.
we have Rosalyn Lee, and of course my co-host, Susila. They call me Navin the Iceman, and speak up and stand up.